Welcome, dear friend, to Tika's Midnight, quiet corner of the world, crafted just for you. This isn't just another video you stumbled upon while scrolling through endless noise. It's a doorway, a threshold into something softer, slower, and infinitely more peaceful. Here, you are not asked to perform, to hurry, or to achieve. Here, you are asked only to breathe, to listen, and to simply exist. Ever feel like you need a complete reset? A deep exhale you didn't even realize you were holding. Life moves quickly, tugging us in countless directions: work, deadlines, glowing screens, endless chatter. But in this moment, right here, I invite you to step away from it all. Imagine a place where the air is cool, the world is hushed, and every sound around you belongs not to the chaos of the city, but to the calm rhythm of nature. Imagine escaping the daily grind and immersing yourself in pure, undisturbed serenity. This journey is more than images and sounds. It is a sanctuary crafted for your mind and soul. Tonight, I will take you into the heart of a misty mountain forest, where ancient trees rise like guardians of silence, and where the gentle whisper of rain carries away the weight of your worries. With each step you will feel lighter. With each breath, you will feel more connected to something timeless and nurturing. Close your eyes for a moment. If you wish, picture yourself standing at the threshold of this forest. Before you, the path disappears into rolling mist, the kind that softens the edges of the world and makes everything feel dreamlike. The morning has just begun. The sun is hidden, veiled by silver clouds, yet the forest glows with its own quiet light. Drips of rain cling to leaves, shimmering like tiny jewels. The ground beneath your feet is soft, alive with the scent of moss and damp earth. You take your first step with it. You leave behind the noise of your day, the notifications, the conversations, the worries. You step into a world where none of that exists. Here, only the forest speaks. Its language is one of patience, of stillness, of unhurried time. Every tree has stood for decades, perhaps centuries, and they remind you that there is no need to rush, that stillness is not emptiness, but fullness, the fullness of being alive in this very moment. Listen closely. The sound begins softly, like a secret whisper just for you, the distant patter of rain. At first, it is gentle, almost hesitant, as though the sky is unsure whether to share its song. But then it comes with more confidence, drops cascading through branches, tapping rhythmically on leaves. The rain is not here to disturb you. It is here to cleanse you, to refresh your spirit, to remind you that even the heavens must let go from time to time. And in this forest, you too are allowed to let go. The world outside may demand productivity, speed, constant effort, but in here, in the shelter of this misty mountain, you are enough just as you are. There is nothing to prove, nothing to accomplish. You are already worthy of rest, worthy of stillness, worthy of calm. As the rain begins to weave its melody, you realize this journey isn't just about watching a landscape. It's about rediscovering yourself within it. The trees become your companions, the mist your blanket, the rain your lullaby. Together, they form a sanctuary, more real than any room you've ever known. Take a deep breath with me. Inhale slowly, drawing in the cool, damp air of the forest. Hold it for a moment. Feel it fill in your chest, your body, your mind. Now exhale gently, releasing everything that weighs you down: stress, fatigue, doubts, fears. Imagine them dissolving into the mist, carried away by the rain, vanishing into the soil, where they will be transformed into something new, something lighter. This is Tika's midnight, your personal refuge, a place you can return to whenever you wish. And as we walk deeper into the heart of this misty forest together, I promise you this: each step will take you further away from chaos and closer to serenity. So, come, leave the noise behind. The forest is waiting. The rain is calling, and your journey into stillness begins now. Asterisk, the path stretches before you, narrow and winding, its edges softened by a thin veil of mist. Each step you take is cushiioned by damp soil, the earth breathing quietly beneath your feet. The forest greets you not with loud fanfare, but with a quiet intimacy. It awakens your senses one by one, drawing you gently into its embrace. First, you notice the sound. The soft drizzle that began as a whisper is now steady, tapping on leaves, dripping from branches, and sinking into the thirsty ground. It is not a storm, not a torrent, but a calm, rhythmic rainfall, the kind that soothes the mind rather than stirs it. Each drop is distinct, yet together they form a symphony, a pattern older than time itself. Listen closely, and you will hear the layers within it. The crisp patter on broad leaves, the delicate tapping on needles of pine, the slow trickle down thick mossy bark. Then comes the scent. Breathe in deeply, and the forest fills you with its perfume, fresh, earthy, alive. The air is thick with the fragrance of damp soil, mingled with the sweetness of pine, the green sharpness of fern, and the faint spice of wet cedar. There is something ancient in this aroma, something that feels both grounding and renewing. It reminds you that you are part of this living cycle, connected to roots and rain, sky and stone. Now, open your eyes wider. Let your vision sharpen. The sight before you is 1,000 shades of green, painted in layers of mist and shadow. The canopy above stretches like a living cathedral, branches weaving together to create windows of soft light. Raindrops cling to every surface, catching the dim glow and scattering it like tiny stars. Some drops hang suspended, trembling before they finally fall, joining the endless dance of water below. Look closer. See the details you might have overlooked before. A spider web stretched between two ferns, heavy with beads of rain, the bright glisten of moss spreading across a fallen log. The way tiny rivulets carve paths through the soil, merging, separating, flowing endlessly. Every inch of the forest is alive, pulsing with quiet rhythm. Now feel. Extend your hand to the bark of an old oak. The surface is rough, grooves carved deep with age, but damp and cool beneath your touch. You can feel the weight of years in its trunk, a silent strength that has withstood countless storms. As your fingers brush the moss at its base, it yields softly, like velvet soaked in dew. The forest does not resist you, it welcomes you, inviting you to become part of its texture, its memory. And as your senses awaken, so does your awareness of yourself. Notice the tension that was in your shoulders, slowly easing with each breath. Notice the way your heartbeat, once hurried, begins to match the slow rhythm of the rain. Notice how your mind, usually cluttered with thoughts and noise, starts to grow quiet. The forest is not only around you, it is within you now. You pause on the trail, standing still as the mist swirls gently around your ankles. Above, the branches sway with the weight of water, releasing droplets that fall in irregular rhythms. Somewhere in the distance, a bird calls, its song soft and muffled by the fog. The sound does not disturb the stillness. It becomes part of it, like a single note in a lullaby. The longer you stand here, the more you realize this forest is not empty. It is full of life, full of presence, full of calm energy that seeps into your bones. Every breath, every sound, every drop of rain is a reminder that you are not separate from this place, but woven into its fabric. Close your eyes once more. Feel the forest not just with your body, but with your heart. Let the rhythm of the rain sink with your breathing. Inhale with the falling drops. Exhale with the dripping leaves. Each cycle carries away a little more of your burden, leaving you lighter, clearer, calmer. A phrase comes to mind, simple yet profound. Escape, breathe, immerse. These are not just words, but instructions from the forest itself. Escape the rush, the endless demands. Breathe in the purity of this hidden world. Immerse yourself fully, without hesitation, without distraction. When you open your eyes again, the path still stretches before you, winding deeper into the mist. It invites you onward, not with urgency, but with a promise that the further you go, the more you will find yourself. The rain continues its song, the mist continues its dance, and the forest waits patiently, ready to reveal more of its secrets to those willing to listen. You take another step, then another. With each one, your senses awaken further. You are no longer an observer of this forest. You are part of its heartbeat, its breath, its rain. And so, your journey continues deeper into the embrace of nature, where calm is not something to chase, but something already here, waiting to be felt. The trail leads you deeper now, winding like a quiet secret through the heart of the forest. The mist thickens, curling in tendrils around your ankles, then rising, softening the shapes of everything ahead. Each step takes you further into the embrace of nature, an embrace that is not tight or overwhelming, but expansive, wide, infinite. Look around you. The trees here are older, taller, grander. They do not simply grow, they tower, stretching skyward with the confidence of centuries. Their trunks are immense, their bark scarred by time, storms, and seasons. Yet, despite their age, there is no frailty in them. They stand as living monuments to resilience. These giants have seen countless rains, countless mornings of mist, countless nights under starlight, and still they remain guardians of silence, keepers of stories untold. As you walk beneath them, you feel your own scale shift. Suddenly, your worries, once so loud, seem small. The things you carry from your daily life, the tasks, the pressures, the lingering stress shrink in the presence of such grandeur. Here, surrounded by beings that have endured for lifetimes, you remember that your troubles are temporary, fleeting like the mist itself. Pause for a moment. Tilt your head back. Look up into the canopy above. The branches intertwine, weaving together like the vaulted ceiling of a cathedral. Droplets fall from such heights that by the time they reach you, they have transformed into silver threads, catching the dim light as they descend. For an instant, it feels as though the sky itself is blessing you with its touch. The air here is heavy with moisture, yet it does not feel suffocating. It feels cleansing. Each breath carries the cool essence of rain-soaked wood, the freshness of hidden springs. The forest exhales around you, and with each inhale, you take in its calm, its patience, its eternity. As you continue forward, your eyes are drawn to the smaller wonders, moss spreading like a soft carpet across gnarled roots, tiny mushrooms pushing bravely through the damp earth, ferns unfurling with delicate grace. Each detail is its own world, vibrant and alive, and yet, together, they form part of the larger whole, the embrace of nature that cradles you now. You reach out and place your hand on the trunk of one of the great trees. Its surface is cool, damp, ridged with age. Beneath your palm, you imagine the slow pulse of life, sap moving quietly through hidden veins, a rhythm too slow for human time. For a moment, you feel as though the tree acknowledges you not in words, but in presence. It does not judge you, does not demand anything from you. It simply exists, strong and steady, and by touching it, you are reminded that you, too, can be strong and steady. The rain intensifies for a brief moment, drumming on the canopy, cascading in soft streams down branches and leaves. Instead of rushing forward to escape it, you stand still, letting it wash over you. The drops that reach your skin are cool, sharp, alive. They are reminders that you are here, truly here, part of this moment, part of this world. And in that stillness, you realize something. The forest is not empty space. Around you it is a vast embrace. The trees rise like guardians. The mist wraps you like a blanket. The rain falls like a lullaby. All of it together forms arms of comfort, holding you, protecting you, reminding you that you are never truly alone. Far above, a bird calls, its song echoing faintly through the mist. The sound is distant, yet somehow it feels close, as if the forest itself is speaking to you. Its voice is gentle, reassuring. The song does not break the silence. It becomes part of it, a note in the endless hymn of this place. You keep walking, each step carrying you deeper into connection, deeper into surrender, deeper into peace. The trail bends and curves, but you no longer care where it leads. The destination does not matter. The journey itself is the gift. The embrace of the forest is already enough. Take another breath. Let the air fill you. Let the stillness ground you. Let the embrace of these giants remind you of your place not as something small or insignificant, but as something connected. For here, in the heart of the misty forest, you belong. Asterisk, the path narrows as you move deeper, and the mist grows thicker, curling around you like a gentle veil. What once hovered near the forest floor now rises to meet your chest, your shoulders, even your face. The world beyond a few steps ahead disappears into a soft, endless whiteness. The forest does not reveal itself all at once. Instead, it asks you to move slowly, to trust, to walk forward without seeing the end. This is the nature of the mist. It hides as much as it reveals. The branches blur, the distance fades, the horizon dissolves. Yet, rather than frightening, it feels comforting, like being wrapped in a dream. Every sound is softened, every edge blurred, every distraction muted. The mist is not here to confuse you, it is here to quiet the world, to invite you inward. Each footstep is deliberate. The earth beneath you is damp, scattered with fallen leaves that glisten with dew. Some cling to your shoes as if unwilling to let go. The drizzle above continues its song, its rhythm constant, steady, reliable, yet within the mist. The sound is transformed, muffled, hushed, as if the forest itself is leaning close to whisper secrets. You pause, listen. Beyond the rain, faint sounds emerge, the gentle flutter of wings, the rustle of unseen creatures moving through ferns, the drip of water collecting and falling from high branches. The forest is alive. Tug, Eden. You cannot see the birds nor the creatures, yet you know they are there. Their presence is felt in the movement of air, in the vibrations of the ground, in the subtle shifts all around you. The mist teaches you something. Not everything needs to be seen to be believed. Some truths are felt. Some realities are sensed. Just as you trust that the path continues ahead, you trust that the forest holds you safely, even when its full form is hidden from view. As you walk, droplets slide slowly from fern leaves, falling one by one into tiny pools that have gathered along the path. Each drop sends ripples outward, rings expanding, overlapping, disappearing into stillness once again. It is a simple rhythm, a quiet lesson. Even the smallest actions create waves. Even a single raindrop reshapes the surface of water. The air grows cooler here, thick with moisture. Each breath you take fills you with freshness, as though the mist itself carries healing within it. Inhale deeply. Feel it soothe your lungs, your chest, your thoughts. Exhale slowly, watching your own breath join the white fog around you, merging, disappearing, becoming one with the air of the forest. Your pace slows naturally. There is no rush, no urgency. The mist allows only short glimpses ahead. So you take each step with care, with mindfulness, and in this slowness, you notice things you would have missed had you hurried. The delicate spiral of a fern unfurling, the sparkle of raindrops suspended in a spider's web, the way the path itself curved like a ribbon into the unknown. You begin to understand the mist is not an obstacle. It is a guide. It asks you to let go of the need for control, the need to see far ahead, the need to know every answer. It asks you to be here, now, in this step, in this breath, in this heartbeat. And as you surrender, you feel lighter, freer, calmer. A memory stirs. How often in life do we long to see the road clearly, to know what waits at the end? Yet here, in the mist, you realize the beauty lies in not knowing. The unknown is not empty, it is full of possibility, full of wonder waiting to be discovered. You walk further. The sound of the rain shifts as the path dips gently downward. Now you hear the soft gurgle of water trickling over rocks, hidden somewhere in the fog. The sound draws you onward, a subtle invitation. With each step, the mist swirls around your body, parting briefly, then closing again, like a curtain that reveals just enough, but never everything. And still, you feel no fear, only peace. The forest, veiled though it may be, continues to hold you. The mist has become your companion, walking with you, teaching you to trust, to release, to breathe. When you pause once more, you realize that you are not searching for clarity in the distance. You have found clarity in the present. The path beneath your feet, the rain above your head, the breath in your lungs. This is all you need to know. The mist does not promise certainty, but it offers something greater. Stillness. A stillness that reaches into your very being, dissolving the noise of the outside world, leaving only the quiet truth of now. And so you continue, deeper still, into the mist, guided not by sight, but by trust, by presence, by the gentle rhythm of your own steps. The rain deepens. Now, what began as a gentle whisper in the distance has become a steady voice, resonant and full, carrying through the forest in waves. You pause, standing still beneath the canopy, and listen as the sound swells around you. It is no longer just background, it is a symphony, a living orchestra, where every drop, every splash, every trickle plays its part in perfect harmony. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine the forest as a great concert hall, the trees as its walls, the canopy as its roof. The rain is the musician, and the earth is the instrument. Each branch, each leaf, each rock and puddle creates a different note. The broad leaves evoke of a deep, resonant tones. The slender needles of pine add delicate staccato beats. The moss softens the rhythm, while puddles echo with ripples, percussion and miniature. Together, these sounds weave into a song older than memory itself. This is not chaos. It is order, disguised in nature's language. The rain does not compete. It collaborates. It fills every corner of the forest with music, surrounding you in layers of sound that soothe rather than overwhelm. If you listen closely, you can hear the rise and fall of its rhythm, like breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, exhale, reminding you of the steady pulse of life itself. Above you, drops gather at the edges of branches, heavy and trembling before they fall. Each one lands with a soft tap, a hintly tuned, a resonant splash. To the untrained ear, it might sound random, but to you, standing still and attentive, it becomes melody. 1,000 tiny notes falling in unison, a chorus sung by the sky. The rain intensifies, and soon small streams form along the path. They weave between roots and stones, join in one another, growing stronger with every step. The sound of trickling water joins the orchestra, its clear tones ringing like flutes in the background. You follow the streams with your eyes, watching them carve patterns into the earth, patient and persistent. Ahead, the path opens into a small rise where you can look out over the canopy below. From this vantage point, the forest stretches like an endless sea of green and silver, the mist rising in soft waves between trees. The rain falls over everything, a shimmering veil descending from sky to earth. In the distance, you see ripples spreading across pools of water, tiny circles expanding outward, one after another, like the rhythm of eternity itself. The sound here is immenseful, enveloping, vast. Yet, within it, you do not feel loss. You feel fun. The rain does not drown your thoughts. It clears them. Its rhythm replaces the chatter in your mind. Its constancy is the rush of your heartbeat. You begin to sink with it, your breathing matching its pace, your steps falling into its rhythm, your very being humming with its resonance. Take a deep breath now. Inhale with the rainfall. Hold it, let it fill you, as though the sound itself is becoming part of your body. Exhale slowly, releasing tension, releasing weight, releasing anything that no longer serves you. Again, inhale with the rain. Exhale into the earth. Each cycle connects you more deeply, until there is no separation between you and the symphony. You are not just listening to the rain, you are part of it. The forest around you joins the song in quiet ways. A bird calls. It's not high and fleeting, like a flute in the distance. A branch creaks softly under the weight of water, adding a low, steady bass. Far away, the faint roll of thunder hums like a drum. Not frightening but grounding, reminding you of the vastness of the world beyond. All of it blends seamlessly into the rain's serenade. The longer you listen, the more you realize rain is not only water, it is renewal. It nourishes the soil, awakens the roots, feeds the rivers. It cleanses the leaves, cools the air, restores balance to the earth. And for you, standing here, it washes away the noise of the world you left behind. With each drop you feel lighter, freer, more at peace. When you open your eyes again, the mist swirls with the rainfall, soft and ethereal, wrapping the forest in layers of silver and green. Streams rush more quickly now, puddles deepen, and every surface glistens with light. It is as if the forest has been reborn before your eyes, refreshed and alive, and you, too, are refreshed. The rain has not only touched your skin, it has touched your spirit. It has reminded you that storms need not be feared, that water falling from the sky can bring peace as easily as it brings power. It has shown you that even in its intensity, nature offers calm. You take another step, the rhythm of the rain guiding you onward. The serenade continues, wrapping you in its song, carrying you deeper into stillness, deeper into yourself. Asterisk. The trail descends gently now, the sound of rushing streams fading behind you. The rain, once a powerful symphony, begins to soften, easing back into a quieter rhythm. Its notes are fewer, more delicate, falling like whispers on leaves and stones. The forest grows hushed in response, as though every living thing has agreed to pause, to rest, to listen. Soon, the trees part, and you step into a clearing. Before you lies a still body of water, a pond, calm and glass-like, hidden deep within the embrace of the mountain. Mist hovers just above its surface, swirling lazily, softening the boundary between earth and sky. The water is so still, so unbroken, that it becomes a mirror, reflecting not only the canopy above, but the essence of stillness itself. You stop at the water's edge. Each raindrop that falls creates a ripple, concentric rings, expanding outward, gentle and fleeting. The ripples never last, yet they leave behind a memory in the glassy surface, a moment of beauty born from the union of rain and stillness. You watch the rhythm fall, ripple, fade, fall, ripple, fade. A simple, endless meditation. Kneel down if you wish. Let your fingers hover just above the water. Feel the coolness rising, the invisible breath of the pond meeting the warmth of your skin. If you touch it, even lightly, the reflection bends and dances, reminding you how even the smallest action leaves its mark. Yet, when the ripples fade, the mirror returns, unbroken, forgiving. The water does not cling to disturbance, it lets go. Always dot above, the canopy bends inward, branches arching gracefully, framing the pond like a living sanctuary. The mist floats in slow spirals, sometimes revealing patches of sky, sometimes closing them again. The air here feels different, lighter, sacred, charged with quiet energy. This place does not demand anything from you. It only invites. You sit at the edge, breathing deeply. Each inhale draws in the scent of rain and earth. Each exhale releases whatever weight remains within you. With every breath, the pond becomes not just a reflection of the forest, it becomes a reflection of you, your stillness, your calm. You return to yourself. Notice how the forest quiets here. The birds are silent. The rustle of unseen creatures has stilled. Even the rain, once eager and full, now falls gently, as though respecting the silence of this place. It is as if the world has agreed to stop for a while to offer you this moment of pure peace. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine your thoughts as ripples on the pond's surface. At first, they come quickly, circus overlapping, disturbances spreading. But with each breath, they fade. The surface clears. The water grows still. Your mind becomes a mirror, calm and unbroken. This is not emptiness. This is presence. This is clarity. You feel time loosening its grip. Minutes stretch wide, unmeasured. The urgency of the outside world has no place here. In this clearing, with the pond before you and the mist around you, there is only now. Only the steady beat of rain, only the quiet reflection of still water. Perhaps you see yourself in that reflection, not your face, not your body, but your essence, the part of you that exists beyond stress, beyond worry, beyond expectation. The part of you that is as timeless as the trees, as resilient as the mountains, as fluid as the rain. Stay here as long as you wish. Let this mirror remind you of who you are when the noise fades. Let the pond teach you the art of stillness, the power of reflection, the beauty of simply being. When you finally rise, you feel different, lighter, clearer, more at peace. The pond remains still and calm, its mirror surface waiting patiently for the next traveler who needs to see themselves more clearly. As you step back toward the trail, the rain hums softly again. Like a gentle farewell, the mist swirls once more. But now it feels less like mystery and more like embrace. You carry the stillness of the pond within you. And with that, you are ready to continue. The path now curves gently upward, leading you away from the still pond. The mist shifts and parts, as though opening a doorway back into the forest. You take one last glance behind you. Water remains motionless, timeless, forever keeping its secrets. Its calmness lingers in your chest, steady and deep, like a quiet heartbeat that will follow you wherever you go. As you walk, the rain begins to fade, no longer a song of intensity or a chorus of countless drops. It softens into a tender hum, like a lullaby meant to guide you gently back to yourself. Each step forward feels lighter than the last. The forest, once cloaked in mystery, now feels familiar, almost protective, as though it has accepted you into its rhythm. The trees arch overhead, their branches forming a natural cathedral. The leaves glisten with the last traces of rain, droplets sliding down in slow, deliberate patterns, shimmering in what little light filters through the mist. The air is cool, but no longer biting. It feels refreshed, renewed, alive, and so are you. There is a subtle shift within, the tension you carried at the beginning of this journey. The weight you might not have even realized was pressing down on your shoulders is gone. The forest has taken it, absorbed it, transformed it. In its place, there is space, room for breath, room for clarity, room for peace. This is the gift of nature. It does not ask. It does not demand. It simply offers quietly, endlessly. All it requires is your presence, your willingness to listen. As the path opens wider, the mist begins to thin. Patches of clear air reveal more of the sky, still soft and pale, but brighter now. The storm has passed, leaving the forest bathed in a hush that only comes after rain, a silence so profound that it feels like the world itself is exhaling. You stop once more, just to breathe, to remember, to anchor this feeling. The calm that flows through your veins now is not fleeting, is yours. You can return to it anytime you close your eyes and recall the forest, the rain, the still pond. These images, these sounds are not bound to this journey. They are part of you now. Take a slow, deep breath. Inhale through the nose. Hold. exhale gently. Again. Each breath draws you deeper into this calm. Each breath is a reminder that peace is never out of reach. It is not somewhere far away. It is always here, waiting for you. Now, the trail begins to lead you outward. The forest slowly recedes, the trees parting to reveal the world beyond. You know that soon, the hum of daily life will return, the rush of responsibilities, the noise of modern existence, the demands of countless tasks. But you also know that you will return to them different, not untouched, but renewed. Because this journey was more than a walk through mist and rain. It was a journey inward. Remembering a gentle realignment of your spirit at this threshold. Before stepping back fully into your life, pause one last time. Offer thanks to the rain that washed away your heaviness, to the trees that stood watch over you, to the pond that mirrored your stillness, and to the mountain itself, timeless and enduring, for sheltering this sanctuary. And now, as we close this chapter together, let me leave you with these words. You are never as far from peace as you might believe. It lives within you, as surely as the rain falls, as surely as the mist gathers, as surely as the forest breathes. Whenever the world feels heavy, whenever your mind feels restless, you can return here. This forest, to this Ryan, to this calm. You have walked the path. You have listened to the symphony of rain. You have sat in stillness by the water's edge. And now, you carry all of it with you. So go gently. Move forward with a lighter step, with a clearer heart, with a spirit recharged by the quiet strength of the mountain. And remember, whenever you need a sanctuary, whenever you need to find your calm, Tika's midnight will be here. A place of stillness, a place of renewal, a place where the whispers of rain and the breath of the forest are always waiting to welcome you home. Find your calm. Recharge your spirit.